We're gonna do this together. I'll record you and you record me.
All right, sounds good. All right, so let's talk about your fighter, Michael Collin. You have another Irish prospect,
Yes, sir.
and then you have another fighter who's pretty much in contention to becoming a contender, Jason Quigley.
Correct.
Let's talk about Michael Collin.
He's a great kid. He's, he's everything they say he is. He's a very dedicated individual, very talented. He's a good kid. I mean, I'm extremely impressed with everything that he is. Not only as a boxer, but as a human being as well. He's an extremely grounded, well-mannered, humble kid, and I want to say that his parents have done a great job with Michael.
You know, there's no doubt you can see the talent. Now, I haven't seen too many of his fights, but just seeing working on the pads, the punching combination, the speed, he's got some nice snap. He's going to have a lot of fans. I mean, this guy he's very charismatic. He has a great personality. He's got that crossover appeal. So not only do you have a very talented fighter, you might have a superstar in your hands. How excited are you about that?
I'm pretty excited, of course, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's take it one fight at a time. And everything is based on results, as we all know. So let's take it one day at a time, one fight at a time, and then we can't. I'm looking forward to the fight on the 17th, and then hopefully, God willing, everything will go our way, and we'll take it from there.
Manny, you have a lot of fighters. You got 2 WBO champions. You got Oscar Valdez, who holds the WBO featherweight championship. You got Jesse Magdaleno, who holds the WBO junior featherweight championship. You have this young prospect, and you have Jason Quigley, who's also preparing to fight on March 23rd. How do you get yourself? How are you able to give your time to all these fighters?
Man, I'm a.
And you also have Dominic Brazil.
Yes, among others.
And that guy has a great heart.
Yes,
let me tell you, always in an exciting fight.
You can question his skills all you want, man, but one thing you can't question about Dominic Brazil is his heart. This guy will not stop fighting. I'm very proud of Dominic for what he did a couple weeks ago.
Right,
man.
that was a fun
very
fight.
Impressive. Great fight. Yeah, and I do have my hands full, but I'm very fortunate, and I gotta thank the managers. Frank Espinosa,
good guy.
Me and
Junior.
With Jesse and with Oscar, and of course Matthew Macklin for Michael's manager for trusting in me, for believing in me to work with their guys, man, because that's a big responsibility. And then of course the fighters themselves, you know what I mean? We have a great relationship with all of my guys. It isn't just a trainer-fighter relationship. We're more than that. They're like family to me. They all matter to me. All their fights are important.
Can you share with us your side of the story, which happened with there was an altercation with Dominic Brazil and, of course, Deontay Wilder.
Correct.
Deontay Wilder apparently hit Dominic in the head. Mm-hmm. Apparently someone hit you as well. Can you tell us your version of the story?
Well, it was a very unfortunate situation. We were in Alabama with, of course, with the fight. And something happened between Dominic and his brother after the main event. During the main event when Deontay was fighting Daryl Washington. They were sitting there watching the fight, and after Deontay won the fight, apparently I wasn't there, but apparently the brother, Deontay's brother, went up to Dominic and went off on Dom, telling him you're next, and okay. But it wasn't just that. There was a lot more to it than just that. And Dominic was with his wife and kids.
I know Dominic's a gentleman.
Yeah, Dominic is a gentleman, man. If anybody knows Dominic, they know Dominic is the nicest guy.
Yeah.
Great attitude, all smiles, treats everyone with respect. And he's always with his family, man. This guy's a family, and he's always with his wife and kids. So anyway, make a long story short, we're at the hotel, and we're in our room, and we decided to come downstairs to go have dinner, to head out and go to a restaurant and celebrate the victory. And as we made our way down into the lobby, the first person we saw was his Izu, his opponent.
Yeah.
Took a picture with them, great, go show good sportsmanship and whatnot.
I like to see that guy back too.
Yeah, great fighter, man. Listen, man, he's got a bright future ahead of him. And so anyway, we're walking towards the lobby towards the exit, and then we saw Deontay come out of nowhere and get in Dominic's face, and just he went off on Dom and Han, the brother, among other people that were right there with him, and it's just it was a pretty bad situation where Dominic got jumped. Man.
Yeah.
Dominic got jumped, and then I was right there in the middle of it all, trying to stop the whole situation from happening. But come on, man, I'm 5'7". These guys.
Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, it got pretty bad. Dominic got sucker punched after that incident, and it's just bad, man. He hit the deck twice.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it was bad. It was brutal, man. And not only that, but in front of his wife and kids.
His kids, yeah, that's not
Come
cool.
on, man.
Yeah, Deontay should have, really conducted himself as a real champion and a real man.
I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I've been around boxing all my life. You normally find these type of situations at a press conference.
Yeah. Some words are exchanged, what have you.
After the fight, we all know what happens after
Yeah.
the fight, man. Hey, good fight. You show good sportsmanship. You got a winner. You got a loser. You walk away. That's it. But that wasn't even the case because they didn't even fight each other.
Yeah.
So we don't understand where that came from.
Well, so perhaps there's now new bad blood there that a fight could be made.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I'm not going to Alabama ever again. The rest of for as long as I live. I don't have any intention of going back to that place. I'm gonna stay right here in Cali, man.
Have them come to you.
Hey, listen, I don't know. That's not up to me or the. I'm not the promoter here, so I'm not the manager. So my job is to get Dominic ready. Whoever we fight against, I'm gonna get them ready in the best way, shape, or possible, and that's it. But if that fight ever happens, I would be content. I'm going back to Birmingham, Alabama.
So you got a busy schedule. You got March 17th in New York. You got March 23rd with Jason Quigley.
Tomorrow morning, I'm leaving to Mexico City. I got Joselito Velasquez, Olympian, fighting on Friday. So I'm leaving to Mexico City tomorrow. I'll be back on Saturday. Then the following week, of course, it's Michael Conlon. Then I come back, and then it's Jason Quigley versus Glenn Tapia.
Yeah, then April 22nd.
April 1st in Vegas, and the 22nd.
Who's April 1st?
So
What's going on there?
Emilio Sanchez.
Okay.
Bright kid, bright talent.
What weight class?
122.
Okay.
122 pounds.
How many fights so far?
I believe he's 13, 14, and 0, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
nice.
14, coming along great.
We'll have to look him up. Is he training at the Rock as well?
Yeah, he's training at the Rock.
Okay, I might have to come down for that.
And I got to thank my coaches, Edgar Hassel and Marco. Man, because if it wasn't for them, I couldn't do this on my own. So I really have to, tip my hat up to those guys, man. And my coaches are incredible individuals as well, man. A great help, Edgar. I love you, buddy. And it's cool.
The Rock has some of the best training facilities, man. It's a really great place. Really great place. Just get a few more questions here before you got to go. I know. Next week we got the day after the fight.
So he doesn't get
Great after
the day after the fight, you got Triple G versus Daniel Jacobs. Break it down for us, my man.
Hey, man, let me tell you. Of course, Triple G's the favorite, and why not, right? I mean, it's Triple G, man. This guy's been knocking everybody out. But Daniel Jacobs, man, he's someone to reckon with, man. A lot of people are just ignoring Daniel Jacobs.
I've said it before. I think it's a dangerous fight.
It's a dangerous fight, man. Daniel Jacobs he's for real. He's a much more mature fighter now than when he's got one loss. We all know he lost by knockout, but that was a long time ago.
Hey, man, fighters lose.
Yes.
I don't want to hear Mayweather.
You know what I mean?
I'm not going to get into that.
And who else?
Yeah.
So, with Daniel Jacobs, great fighter. He had 2 middleweight. Cal Brook gave Triple G a good little fight there.
He did.
We understand he's a 147-pounder now. With Daniel Jacobs, man, expect fireworks. I'm coming to that fight. Let me tell you, man, Michael Conlon fights on Friday. I could have been back home on Saturday. No way, man. I changed my flight to Sunday. I'm going to that fight. So, yeah, I'm
That's a good fight, right?
For that
one of my final questions, Canelo Alvarez, Chavez Jr.
Yeah.
What's more difficult for Jr. to come down in weight, because he last fought at 167.5. Now he's been fighting more like a light heavyweight, but he did make the super middleweights. He did make the super middleweight. What's going on here? Sorry.
That better?
Something just happened. Hold on.
Battery.
No. Is it here? Okay, there you are. Something's happened. Now, Chavez recently was fighting at light heavyweight, but in his last fight, he made 167 and a half. Canelo last fought at 154. What's more difficult, moving up 10 pounds, fighting a heavier guy, or is it more difficult for a heavier fighter to come down and drain himself?
Well, look, Canelo was the middleweight champion of the world for a short period of time, but he was the middleweight champion of the world.
At a catch weight, but yeah.
There we go. It's a catch weight again. Listen, this is the way I see it. Chavez is not a super middleweight or a light heavyweight. He's not. You know, we all know he's always had issues making weight with this discipline. Discipline has a lot to do with this. I mean, if he there's one thing boxing will not forgive is time. You know, time does not forgive, man, and time is against Chavez. All of that inactivity. Okay, yeah, so he fought in December or whatever. All of that inactivity, man, all of that time off, all of that not being disciplined, having issues with weight, fighting at a light heavyweight division when he never was a light heavyweight fighter. That's all, all of that, man, comes into play. I mean, I'm telling you, I got Canelo. With all due respect to Chavez and, of course, Chavez Sr. more than anything, I got Canelo winning.
What do you think about that relationship with Nacho Beristain? Is it gonna work? Because I mean, he's not a counter
and that's
puncher.
Another thing. Listen, there's so many things that I would have that favor Canelo from my personal point of view.
Yeah.
So it's one thing is consistency. He's been consistent. He's been staying busy, and he has the same coaches from day one. Nobody knows Canelo better than Chepo and his son Eric Reynoso. Nobody knows Canelo better than they do. And with Nacho, picking up a new fighter. I mean, it takes years to really get to know a fighter, and then you're not gonna get to know someone in a matter of months. Nice payday, though.
Yeah.
Nice payday. I take the job too.
And my last question: if victorious, both men, Canelo and Triple G, do you see them fighting in September?
I don't know.
And does Canelo have a good chance at?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. But hey, listen. One thing I always say, man, we can't get too far ahead of ourselves, man. Canelo's gotta handle Daniel Jacobs. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. I believe it's gonna be a
Triple G
great
versus
fight.
Daniel Jacobs, yeah.
Yes, Triple G. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Triple G fighting Daniel Jacobs.
And then Canelo Chavez. Chavez being a big guy, man.
And then Canelo Chavez, man. Canelo Chavez, that's gonna be a great fight. I'm gonna be there as well.
Yeah, me too.
Not only I'm a huge boxing fan, man, so I'm looking forward to that fight as well. I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna be supporting Canelo.
All right, my man. I'll see you soon. I'll be stopping by The Rock.
Right on.
All right, thanks. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the interview.